Hi, everybody. Welcome to Farm Fresh Cards. I'm Verna Mullen from Stampin' Notes, and today is Wednesday. Everybody, whoops. Sorry about that. Um, hello, Zaina. It's nice to have you here, and thank you for sharing. Hi, Margaret. Always good to see you. And as I said, my name is Verna Mullen from Farm Fresh Cards. This is Wednesday, June 1st. Wow. I was going to say May something, but it isn't. So anyways, nice to have you here. So I'm using a new program. So if the sound is weird or not right, let me know. I hope you can hear me okay. So today we are going to do something fun. I have some different size explosion cards, and I saw this from Karen Titus on Back Porch Stamping. And I've made explosion cards before, but this is a different kind. And so I'm anxious to show it to you. And we can make it in different sizes. Oh, I'm glad you hear me okay. We have thunderstorms rolling through possibly, so I hope that doesn't interfere. Anyways, okay, I'm going to point the phone or change the view to the project view face down. And this is one of the little cards. And by the way, if you share and comment, you'll be put into a drawing for something, and I will announce that next week. And Margaret or Teresa won last week, and Margaret, you are always faithful and sharing, and I appreciate that, and thank you, Zaina. Okay, so anyways, back to our cards. This is a little explosion card, and this one is using 6x6 designer series paper and our cardstock. The designer series paper I've used, I've got to look up the name of it. It's with the little bears, Happy Forest Friends. And you open it, and it opens like this. And I put a little punched, this is the postage, rectangular postage stamp punch right inside there. So this would be a cute baby shower card. And this is that same designer series paper. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. And I've just cut out the tree and the mountains that were on the DSB. And this little guy is from the stamp set Count on Me. It's a little fox. I don't have the stamp set yet that goes with Happy Friends designer series paper. Oh, it's raining there. Yeah, I've heard thundering, but it hasn't started raining here yet. I hope it holds off because I want to go out and finish planting some plants. All right, so this is 6x6. This little card is made with 5x5, and this is used the Design a Daydream host paper and the medium daisy punch, and all I did was punch a little hole right here and tied some ribbon on it. And you could use it, you could untie it. I'm going to untie the ribbon part and just use it to tie onto a gift bag. So I really like that. And then this size is 8x8, and this fits our regular 5.5 by 4.25 size card. And this is using the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper and the Happiness Abounds stamp set. Now I haven't put anything in here yet, but I would probably use the postage stamp punch, or this is about 3.25 by 2. You could put a piece of just cardstock in there, white cardstock. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how to do this fold. It's very easy. And Karen Titus, when she did it, she had a little story that really did help you remember it. So I'm going to tell it to you while I'm doing this. So this is the host paper from Design a Daydream. And if you have a party of $150 or more, you can buy it for $18. It is really pretty paper, and it is, let me show it to you. There's 48 sheets in here. So there's a lot of paper in this pack. and a lot of great cool colors. There's a yellow here that's beautiful. And then of course the back side, and this piece has seagulls or birds. And I don't know, there's one with kites on it. But yeah, it's beautiful paper. Pretty, pretty. There's some pink there. And this is one of my favorite pieces here. It has the Blackberry Bliss in it. So onward we go. And this piece, I'm getting to it. These are 6x6. Has pool party in it. All right, so the story is to remember the folds to this. We're going to eat a taco, so we're going to fold it like a taco this way. And you do not have to be perfectly exact. Okay, and I'm just going to burnish that. We're going to open it up and we're going to eat another taco going this way. Okay. We're going to open it up and we're sick of tacos, so we want a hot dog. So we're going to put it this way, like a hot dog bun. Now, mind you, this is Karen and Tim Titus. Her husband does it with her. This is their story. All right, so we've got all these folds going on. We did 2 diagonal folds and we did straight perpendicular fold. So we've made a little tent. We're going to take that tent, we're going to push on this right here. And we've got these little folds from, I'm going to pinch that. Got these little folds on each side that we created. Okay. And what's going to happen is this is going to, there. I'm going to pinch that, hold this in and grab these corners like this. And this is going to make a little triangle. Okay, and we're going to burnish it. I'm going to bring that up to there like that and burnish it so it's pretty even. Now, luckily with this particular explosion card, it doesn't matter if it's not exactly even with your points. And I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, so we've got our tent. It looks like that, or it looks like that, okay? So then we're gonna pretend instead of a tent, we want a house. We want to go home from vacation, we want a house. So we're gonna flip this corner in, just like this. We're gonna do the same thing with this corner. We're gonna flip it in, just like that. So you want to do about the same amount on each side. Oops, it's not straight. Come on. There we go. Then we're going to turn it over and we're going to do the same thing here on this side. Make our triangles. And we're going to fold this in like this. Now we're going to burnish these little flaps. And burnish this side. Oh, that's cool how it makes that rectangular square design. All right, so we have our little house now. Now we don't want these triangles showing, so we're going to take them and we're just going to poke them to the inside like that. Okay, so I'm opening it up and poking it to the inside. Same thing here, open it up, Poke that to the inside, open this up, and poke that to the inside like that. And that's all there is to this fold. It is ready to go inside the card. Okay, so this piece was the 6x6. And for the 6x6 designer series paper, you need cardstock that's 3 3/8 by 6 3/4, scored at 3 1/8. And I will put these measurements in the, I'll link it to the Facebook. I'll put it in my blog, the link to my blog where you can go and see the measurements. All right, so I have a piece of pool party cardstock, and I'm almost out of pool party cardstock, so I used a piece that actually I had scored a little bit, but we're going to pretend that isn't there. And this is going to sit right inside, and you want your point almost to the crease here, right here. And I'm going to bring in my Tombow glue. It's just in a different container. I'm going to put glue on the edges all the way around and a little bit there. I'm going to take this and lay this down with my point almost to the top here. And it's got to come over a little bit. Okay. And then the other thing you want to watch is that this is parallel and even to this bottom part here. And I'm trying to look over the phone. I think that's okay. So now I'm going to put glue on this paper right here. And I'm just going to fold that up like that. Oops, got a little glue there. And hold it a minute so that glue will adhere to that paper. I'm going to grab a baby wipe to wipe my fingers off because they're sticky. So you guys, there's a lot going on right now with Stampin' Up. Right now is the last chance product for the January to June mini catalog. I'll show you which one it is. And there's a lot of great deals. It's this one here. There's a lot of items that are 50% off, 30 to 50% off. Some really nice dies, designer series paper. So if that's anything you're interested in, I've got a link from a post I made today. So you can browse. You can just look at the products if you click on the link. And also the kids collection is buy one, get one 50% off. So that's really cool. All right, so I've got a piece of basic white cardstock, and this is 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. I'm going to put this on the front. Got something on there. Oh, the other thing is, if your paper has a pattern, like this doesn't have an upside down or right side up pattern, but this one does right here. So what I did was I wait to do my front on before or after I get the designer series paper in there. Then I know which side should be the front and which side should be the back. All right, and we're going to center this on here. And that looks about right. And I'm just going to press this down a little bit. And I'm going to use the medium daisy punch. This would say if I wanted to use this for a shower gift or a wedding gift card with a gift bag. And I just want a little card. I'm going to bring in my medium daisy punch. I'm going to punch 2 daisies. So I'm using three pre-punched daisies for each daisy. And this is So Saffron cardstock. I'm going to try to fit 2 in here. Okay. I'm going to take my bone folder and just kind of, hey Lisa, hello. Just kind of bend these up a little bit. We are making explosion cards today. We'll bend these around. So Monday, Memorial Day, we got a lot of hay baled. And I'll post some pictures of the guys working and baling below the house here. There's a lot of new baby fawns now, so they're always concerned about running into them in the field because they don't move. They stay very quiet. We've seen a couple of them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you could get away with 2 of these together if you wanted to. I'm just like I'm kind of thick. I'm putting this one upside down just to give it dimension on there. Lisa, I've enjoyed seeing your cards that you've posted in Ink and Joy Stampers. And anyone is welcome to post in there. It's fun to see what everybody's working on. Okay, there's one. Let's do our other one. I'm going to put this upside down. Put that there. This one is going to go face up. I'm trying to alternate the petals here. All right, so let's bring our card back in here. And this is the card we made. So I think maybe one, maybe like that. And I'm going to use a piece of our Glimmer in Color Designer Series paper. And this is a Parakeet Party. And I'm using the bow punch. This is in the annual, carried over from the mini catalog. And I want 2 of these larger leaves. We'll save that. I want one darker than the other. And let's come back in here with this. See how we want to put them. Okay. So maybe one like this. Hey, Rosalie. Oh, good. You're working on another one. Yeah, you'll have to share it. I know. Sometimes if you get in a groove like that, I hate to be disturbed. Because sometimes creativity doesn't always come good. And then all of a sudden it's there. This one I might actually bump up with a dimensional. Rosalie, did you get rain in Hartsville? because I've been hearing thunder from, I don't know if it's Greenwood Way or that way. All right, so I've got a little dimensional. I'm going to pop him up with that. And I'm not sure. I think I want this one coming this way. Let's see what that would look like. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to pull this off. We will go like this, maybe. And we've got to hide that. Okay, glue there isn't good. And let's add some little centers for our daisies. And I've got, these are Fine Sparkle Adhesive Back Gems. And I think, you know what? I think I'm going to go with, I think I want white. So I'm going to go with our classic matte dots. And oh, you got your new ink bundle. Nice. Oh, Margaret, you're making one from April 18th. Awesome. They're so much fun to see. Whoops. Well, I keep bending that pedal. This putty end of the take your pick tool is great to use. Well, we don't want the putty on there though. And I think I need to get some new putty. All right, so there's our little card. And it opens like this. Now, let's do, I've got a punch here. Let's punch. I think I'm going to try punching the back here. Sorry. Probably not a very good view there. And I've got, I think I'll just use the white. I don't think I like the green with that. Now this ribbon, you know, you can color with your Stampin' Blend, so that's an option too if you wanted to use like Pool Party and white together. Oh, thanks. And let's see if we can get two of these through that little hole together. There's one. Let's try it this way. There we go. And I'm just going to pull these through this loop like that. And then I could make a little bow. I'm going to leave it for now in case I want to use it for sound like an old farmer, for a gift to tie on a gift bag. And then I'm going to bring in the double oval punch. And I'm going to grab a piece of scrap cardstock. And I will just put this in here to sign the card. just like that. You could even, like, you could add a sentiment strip up here somewhere too, depending on what you wanted it for. And you could even add something up here. All right, so there's that one. And that's the same size as this one here, which was the 6x6 designer series paper. Let's do one more so you can see how to fold it. This was the one with 8x8 designer series paper, and this goes in a normal, fits in a normal 5.5 by 4.25 inch card. And then this one is 5x5, and again with a little daisy. And I've used white crinkle ribbon and the parakeet party twine, or metallic ribbon, I guess it's called, and just one little daisy on this one. And this has the Design a Daydream designer series paper inside. So let's do, this one is 5x5. Let's do that fold again. And this is from Design a Daydream also. This is the petal pink piece. So the story is like this. We're making a taco. And whichever paper you want on to show on the inside is going to be face down when you start. I want this to show. So we've done one taco fold. We're going to open it. We're going to do the opposite side taco fold like that. And it doesn't have to be matchy-matchy with your points. You can see that's off a little bit. All right, so now we're hungry for a hot dog. So we're going to fold it this way. And again, this was from Karen Titus. It's Stamping on the Back Porch. All right, so now we have a little tent. Okay, we'll see ya. And we're going to push right here in the center of our tent, like that. So we've got, we need to burnish that again. Just burnish this again so it'll fold better. Okay. All right, so we're going to set it up like our tent like that. We're going to push in the center. And then this is going to, we're going to pinch and fold in just like that. And this side the same way to make a little tent. Just like that. Okay. All right, so now we want to bring in our flaps in because we want to go home to our house and we want to make this into a house. I know this sounds so funny, but it's a great way to remember how to do it. All right, so see, this is looking like a house shape. We're going to go to the back side and do the same thing. Pull these flaps in. And I'm just going to burnish this down. Turn it over and do the same thing. Okay. So we don't want our flaps showing. We want our house to look better. We're going to take this flap and push it in like this. Okay. Each one of these. We're going to take them and push them in. So there's 4 of them. Just like that. Yeah, I kind of wish it would rain here. All right, so we have a regular looking little house now, and this is what you're going to put on the inside of your card to make the explosion look. So that's what that will look like. So this cardstock for this size is 2 3/4 by 5.5. It's scored at 2 3/4. All right, and I've got basic, actually this is thick, basic white, and I'm going to put a piece of cover that blue, put that over there like that. And this is petal pink. Just like that. And this is ready to go in here. Now, I should have waited on doing the front of this, but since this doesn't have an upright or downside pattern, we don't have to worry about which way the pattern's going. I'm going to go ahead and put it in now, and I'm just putting Tombow glue on the back like this. And you want to bring it up to your crease, pretty close to the crease, like that. And the other thing is, you want to make sure this is even down here. Now, I've got this little bit showing here. I could have taken my snips or even my trimmer and trimmed that off, and I may end up still doing that. But maybe when we get it, probably when we get it this end glued, it's not going to show. All right, we'll see what happens with it. We'll wait a minute. Hey, Teresa. Nice to see you. I know, looking forward to going and working outside. So yeah, that really doesn't show that much. So there's that little card. And again, you could decorate it with daisies. I'm going to make just one daisy for the front of this because it's smaller. I gotta grab some paper. So I'm grabbing white cardstock. I'm going to punch 3 daisy flowers for my daisy. I am out of the thin, it's the regular basic white cardstock, and I'm not placing an order till June 6th, so I've been scraping around for cardstock here. I'm just bending the petals a little bit with a bone folder like that. And if you're a demonstrator, you get to look at the new July through December mini catalog with the holiday Christmas items in it. I've looked at it a little bit, but we can order now. So if you're interested in being a demonstrator and being able to order early, right now you get $125 worth of product for just $99 and free shipping. And also you can order from the new catalog. Gotta grab my glimmer paper here for my leaf. Let's see. Where is my bow? There it is. Let's do another. This paper's a little thicker, a little heavier to punch. That's bright and pretty. I'm going to tear that off down to there. And we'll put our little leaf sprig right there. Move this over just a tad. And I think I'll stick just a dab of glue right here to hold that. And this needs to go over a little. Oh, you have a white cardstock too. Yeah, it makes life kind of interesting. Digging through all of my scraps. All right, so here's our little card. Cute, cute. Let's try one of these. I think this is sweet sorbet, but let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I want the smaller, like 3 of the smaller ones in there. One more. Okay. I don't really like how they're sitting on there. That's good. And this would be cute with a piece of twine or ribbon on it too, hanging down. Okay, we're gonna punch another hole right here. Maybe. This is an old Stampin' Up! Punch. I don't think they don't have any right now. And then I'm gonna bring in my crinkle ribbon. And I think I'll use some of that parakeet party metallic ribbon with it. Let's see if we can get both of these through that little hole. I'm going to put them in half and really twist them together good. Margaret, you have so much. All right, let's see if we can get this through here. I think we can. Yep. There we go. And we'll pull these through here like this. That's not looking too good. There we go. I lost my loop, so I'm gonna see if I can tie this. Let's do it this way. One of my grandchildren has a game tonight. We're waiting to see if they're still gonna have it. Oh, I'm hearing thunder now. Well, anyways, you guys get the gist of this. Actually, I think what I'll do is just tie that off with another piece of ribbon here. I lost my loop and I could take it all out and start over, but I don't feel like doing it. And I will be back on Monday at 6:30 p.m. It was nice. Memorial Day was really nice. Wasn't it beautiful? The weather was gorgeous. It was hot, but it was still beautiful. Sorry it's taken so long to do this. I feel like I'm all thumbs here. There we go. So we have our nice little card and we'll snip these off. So they're all about even. About like that. There we go. Yes, Margaret, I know. I'm always worried about running out for cutting for classes. And I don't like the way that's sitting on there. Okay, so there's that one. We've done our other little one that we did with the 2 daisies on it is right here. And then you can try it with 8x8 designer series paper and a regular card. That would be this size. And somebody was saying it'd be fun to try it with a piece of 12x12 designer series paper, which it would. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will sign off now, and I will see you Monday. So take care.